Adequate notice of this meeting has been sent to all council members on July 7, 2006, and all legal newspapers in accordance with the provisions Joint Public Meeting Act, Chapter 231, Public Law 1975. Roll call, please.
Councilman Cook.
Here.
Councilman Sedekase.
Here.
Councilman Rodriguez.
Here.
Councilwoman Mazer.
Here.
Council President Kugler.
Yes. Please rise and salute the flag. Mr. Cook.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The public is hereby advised that any statements made during the meeting of the Township Council of the Township of Saddlebrook may not be privileged or protected, and that persons or entities who take issue with such comments or are offended by same may and have in the past sought legal redress through the courts. Any member of the public who addresses the council speaks for themselves and not for the council.
Roll call, please. Are we all here?
Motion to open the meeting to the public.
So
Second.
moved.
All those in favor, by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, so ordered. Please, the meeting is now open to the public, and who to be heard may do so at this time.
Motion to close.
Second. All those in favor, by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, so ordered. At this time, I'm going to turn the meeting over to John Cook, please.
I would like to have Pete read the resolution that was presented to John at his retirement, Judge Conte at his retirement party.
This is a resolution that was presented at the judge's retirement dinner. Whereas John A. Conte is retiring from the bench of the Bergen County Superior Court. Whereas Judge Conte is a former Saddlebrook resident who served as Saddlebrook's municipal judge until his appointment in 1991 to the Bergen County Superior Court, and had served also as township attorney and attorney for the Saddlebrook Board of Adjustment, as well as president of the Saddlebrook chapter of Unico. And whereas during Judge Conte's career, he has served on the New Jersey Supreme Court Ethics Committee and the Supreme Court Committee on Municipal Courts, and has been known to be the #1 fan of the New Jersey Devils team. Now therefore be resolved by the Township Council of the Township of Saddlebrook that Judge John Conte is hereby commended for his many years of faithful service as well as his wisdom and fairness while on the bench. We all join in wishing John and his wife Lucille many years of good health and best wishes on his retirement. Congratulations. John, give him the mic.
So this is a local one. Yeah, big guy. That's beautiful. Before I present this to you, John, I'd just like to say a few words. You got me involved in this community, but then again, I made sure that I utilized you through the years, swearing me in 3 times and marrying me, which was an honor. I was also honored being at your party the other night to see 350 people there, and if all our family was there, it would have been 650 people. But it was an honor. It was a good time. I see how many people that were there that respected you and honored you. And Ed, would you come up here with me too, please? Since Ed is the first gentleman or mayor to swear you in as judge of this municipality, I would like for him to present you with the plaque. Second.
John, I'm embarrassed to give you this plaque because I wanted John Cook to do it as a relative. I wanted to give you something else, but I can't say this in public. But but Johnny, believe me, it's an honor for me as council president, and before that, former mayor of Saddlebrook. You did a lot for Saddlebrook. You took the place of a lot of judges that weren't doing their job, but you did it. You passed laws for us. You gave us resolutions and so forth that are still standing today. So you must know what the heck you're doing, all right? And before I read this plaque, I'd like to say one thing personally. I know John a long time, and the lady that's not in this audience now, but I want to thank her, Mrs. Conte, your mother. She brought you to life, and then there's another woman, the other Mrs. Conte, his wife. Before he was married, I knew him. He was a bum. And I don't want to say this derogatory, but Mrs. Conti, your wife, she did more for John than anybody that I ever know, and I'm sorry she's not here because I would give her the plaque, but she deserves it, so do you. But Johnny, let me read it here. It says, the Honorable John A. Conti, Judge of the Superior Court and the former Saddlebrook Municipal Judge. We congratulate you and best wishes upon your retirement on behalf of the Saddlebrook Township Council and Mayor Leo Diominio. Judge, God bless you. God bless you.
Thank you very much.
No, thank you for your service. I want to say a few words later.
Yeah, I just want to say one other thing, too.
Thank you.
Where you used to sit up there as the judge, the bulletproof glass still remains. It's still there.
I didn't have that in the Superior Court.
No, you
We only
didn't.
had that. They made us do it in municipal court.
Well, I'm going to tell a little story. I was on jury duty. We ended our case early, and I decided to sit on one of John's cases. I won't tell you the position he was in sitting at the bench, but I will tell you about the testimony of one of the people. He says, Judge, I didn't know that there was cocaine in the spare tire on the car I rented. And I just had to get up and walk out because I would have left myself silly. And I could just imagine all the stories that he has heard up at the bench there and had to put up with a lot. As a family member, John has always been there for me and my wife. And also, he's always been there for the Devils and the Devil fans and the players, giving them rooms when they were away from home for the first year. He's done a lot for this community and the communities he's lived in. John, I want to wish you all the best. Good luck, good health, and God bless you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you can say something.
I'm not usually lost for words, and tonight is no exception. You know, I grew up in Elmwood Park. Years ago when we were kids, we would come to Saddle River, in the river, and we would swim. There were different holes. They had names of different holes in the river before they realigned the river. But the first house I ever bought was in Saddlebrook on Saddle River Road in 1962 when I got out of the Army. And when I was after high school, I went to, as we call, embalming school. At the same time as Ed Kugler went to bombing school. And Casey, we would take the same bus in. He went to a different school than I did, but we went to the same embalming school. And after that, that's what got me through college and law school. And the funeral business. And I never forgot Eddie, and he was a good friend since then. I have to say that Saddlebrook's been wonderful to me. And I love Saddlebrook, and even though my office isn't here any longer, it was when I first became an attorney. The first office I ever had was right across the street, 49 Market Street. Then we moved, I bought the building at 50 Market. And one of the proudest days of being an attorney was when my daughter and son, John, who was here, passed the bar exam the same day. They got the telegrams the same day, and while we were practicing across the street. Fortunately, my son, after I left and to take the judgeship, stayed with the law, and I'm going to join this law firm. So I'm retiring, but I'm going back to work, part-time though, with Spinato, November, and Conti there, right off of Route 208 in Glen Rock, next door to Nabisco. But my first appointment in Saddlebrook, I think, was in 1970. Elmwood Park, 68 as zoning board, 70 in Saddlebrook as Board of Adjustment attorney. And then in 1975, I got my first judgeship. Was right here, May 5th, I think it was 1975, I was appointed municipal judge. And from there, I had 4 other towns, and then eventually to the Superior Court. And I thank all the people of Saddlebrook for making that possible for me. As I teach the young attorneys, you don't make it on your own. You need help from a lot of people. And fortunately, I had great support from my family and from the people of Saddlebrook, which made my success so possible. As I was coming here tonight, we passed my first courtroom, which was the bedroom upstairs on Saddle River Road, the house, when they moved it from wherever it was for the Route 80 or the Parkway coming through. And then we were from that bedroom to this room. We thought we were coming into a mansion compared to the quarters. But what I want to say is thank you very much to John and to Council President Kugler and to all the council persons who were kind enough to give me these accolades. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Councilman Cook. I'm the Township Attorney, Anthony Suarez, and I'm also the Mayor of Ridgefield. And on behalf of the residents of the Borough of Ridgefield, I also have a proclamation. Of course, I know Judge Conti from my practice in the Superior Court, and I know his family very well. And I just wanted to present this to you on behalf of the residents of the Borough of Ridgefield, and wish you very well on your working retirement.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Johnny, you want to say anything about your dad?
Not at all. It's beautiful, though. I mean, everybody is very nice. It's going right in my new office.
Your new office.
Thank you very much.
John, before you go, maybe some of the council members want to say something?
Judge Conti, well, first let me just say I apologize. I did not make your retirement dinner. I was in Connecticut that week, but I do want to wish you the best of luck. I want to thank you for all the years of service that you've given so many people outside of Saddlebrook, the people in Saddlebrook, and I truly respect you, and I wish you the best, you and your entire family. Thank you.
Omar?
Yes, just to add to that, you had said the bar so high for other attorneys to follow through. It's going to be very difficult. But you have set a sample in Bergen County and throughout the state. Just good words about you, and I wish you well in your, again, working retirement. Thank you.
Ms. Mazur?
Judge, I would like to wish you many happy and healthy years of retirement. We have always been so very proud of you, both on a town and county level. May you have many, many happy days.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
John, on behalf of the Bergen and Passaic County Funeral Directors Association, they also want to thank you because you brought a lot of, you got a nice reputation, and it's coming over to us, and because of what you did and how you served the county, and as well as all your towns that you served, you did us all well, and you did me proud too. So, Judge, God bless you. But if you want to have a porter, come. Everybody's going to be looking for you. So, the hell with the legal business. Come to our side.
Ed, I don't know.
Judge, God bless you.
I don't know if I ever told you, but my first nickname for John was Digger Odell.
See that? See how they talk to us, John? That's terrible. Huh? And that's your relative.
God bless John.
Say hello to your wife and thank your wife for what she did. God bless her.
Why didn't
Bring
she
her
come
in.
in?
Thanks, Judge. Yeah, you can go. Thank you, Judge. Now that we're leaving with the Superior Judge, we have a criminal that's with us here. The judge is already out. So I'd like to turn the meeting over to Mr. Sedekes, please.
Adam, you want to step up, please, to the side? Adam, good to see you here tonight. On behalf of the mayor and the council, I'd like to present you with this resolution. For the residents watching, Adam Mucci and his wife, you want to come to the front? No. They've lived in Saddlebrook for 5 years now, and he's a volunteer. No children in the sports program yet, but yet he volunteers his time, and I don't think when you do something like that, I give you a lot of respect on for doing that. And also, you may have seen him on TV recently on HBO. He starred in The Sopranos. So let me present this resolution to you, Adam, and it'll say a little more, and then I'd like to hand the mic over to you. Whereas Adam Mucci, star of stage, screen, and TV, is a resident of Saddlebrook, and whereas Adam Mucci has appeared in numerous roles, including NBC's Third Watch, Law & Order, SVU, Law & Order, and currently has a reoccurring role on the HBO Sopranos, and now is making his debut on SBC TV. Whereas Adam also has found time during his busy career to be a devoted husband and father, as well as volunteering to coach football, leading the Saddlebrook Pee-wees to a championship season in 2004, and the juniors to a championship season in 2005. Now therefore be it resolved by the Township Council of the Township of Saddlebrook that Adam Mucci is hereby commended and recognized for his many theatrical successes, and the Township Council is proud to have Adam and his family reside in Saddlebrook. We all join in wishing Adam success in his acting career and look forward to his nomination to the Oscar, Tony, or Emmy, and look forward to being invited to attend the award ceremony as his guest. Here you go, Adam.
Thank you very much.
Adam.
Thank you very much. I'd like to thank the mayor and council for this. I'm very appreciative and humbled. My wife and I are very proud to live in Saddlebrook, and I think that the things that have gone on over the last couple of years, being that we have young children, we're even more excited and really proud to live here. Being an actor, you have to have thick skin so I can understand what you guys must go through as politicians. You also have to have strong will and never take no for an answer. And those are the things that, as a football coach, I try to instill in some of the kids, and I hope that that my small part in the championships was because of that. And I'd like to also thank Bob Galenius, who's the Director of Recreation, and Andrew Larson for giving me the opportunity to coach. I really appreciate it. And thank you very much. Appreciate it.
If the gangster wants to leave with his family, it's okay now. Okay, the next order of business is ordinance 1391-06, the second reading. Peter?
A bond ordinance bond ordinance amending bond ordinance number 1381-06 entitled, "A bond ordinance authorizing capital improvements to buildings and facilities, including rehabilitation of the Department of Public Works facility located on 2nd Street, and repair and/or replacement of roofs on the Senior Center, Engine Company Number 1 in Town Hall, in by and for the Township of Saddlebrook in the County of Bergen, New Jersey, appropriating an aggregate amount of $375,000 therefore, and authorizing the issuance of not exceeding $356,250 in aggregate principal amount of bonds or notes, the finance part of the costs thereof, for second reading."
So
Second. Comments? Roll call, please.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mr. Sudakis?
Yes.
Mr. Rodriguez?
Yes.
Ms. Mazer?
Yes.
Mr. Kugler?
Yes. Open the meeting. Motion to open the meeting to the public, please.
Second.
Comments? All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So ordered. Please, the meeting is now open to the public now. When you wish to be heard, may do so at this time. Motion closed. Second. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So ordered. Next
Be
month,
resolved-
Mr. Wood. Next month. I'm sorry, Pete.
Be resolved by the Township Council of the Township of Saddlebrook that the ordinance entitled, "A bond ordinance amending bond ordinance number 1381-06 entitled, Capital Improvements to Buildings and Facilities, including rehabilitation of the Department of Public Works facility located on 2nd Street, and repair and/or replacement of roofs on the Senior Center, Engine Company Number 1, and Town Hall, in by and for the Township of Saddlebrook in the County of Bergen, New Jersey, appropriating an aggregate amount of $375,000 therefore, and authorizing the issuance of not exceeding $356,250 in aggregate principal amount of bonds or notes, the finance part of the costs thereof, does now pass on second and final reading, and that the Township Clerk be directed to advertise said ordinance or title thereof in the press, together with the notice of date of passage of said ordinance according to law.
So moved.
Is there a second? Second. Comments? Roll call, please.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mr. Sudakis?
Yes.
Mr. Rodriguez?
Yes.
Ms. Mazer?
Yes.
Mr. Kugler?
Yes. Next ordinance is 1392-06, first reading. Peter?
An ordinance to create the position of municipal housing liaison for the purpose of administering Township of Saddlebrook's affordable housing program pursuant to the Fair Housing Act for first reading.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Comments? Roll call, please.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mr. Sedekis?
Yes.
Mr. Rodriguez? Ms. Mazer? Mr. Kugler?
Yes.
Be resolved by the Township Council of the Township of Saddlebrook that an ordinance to create the position of municipal housing liaison for the purpose of administering Township of Saddlebrook's affordable housing program pursuant to the Fair Housing Act be further considered for final passage at a meeting to be held on the 10th day of August 2006 at 7 o'clock p.m. or soon thereafter as the matter can be reached at the Municipal Building, 93 Market Street, and that at such time and place all persons interested be given an opportunity to be heard concerning said ordinance according to law, with the notice of its introduction and passage on first reading, and of a time and place when and where said ordinance will be further considered for final passage.
So moved.
Second.
Comments?
Yes, just quick comment. That position that is going to be created is required by COA, and it will not require an extra pay.
Any other comments? Roll call, please.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mr. Sedekis?
Yes.
Mr. Rodriguez?
Yes.
Ms. Mazer? Mr. Kugler?
Yes.
We have introduction of the ordinance.
Yes.
We have next for council consideration for first reading to be introduced by title. It's ordinance number 1393-06. It's an ordinance to amend Chapter 159 of the Township Code of the Township of Saddlebrook to be passed and adopted on first reading.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Comments? For all those that are not aware of this we're trying to put in security at the malls where they have a vehicle that if you're open 24 hours, you should have some overnight security rather than Saddlebrook Police Department. The only one that's open right now is the A&P, but I understand other large people are trying to come in for 24 hours, so you're going to work on the wording of that, right? All right, roll call, please.
Mr.
Yes.
Cook? Mr. Sedekis?
Yes.
Mr. Rodriguez?
Yes.
Ms. Mazer? Mr. Kugler?
Yes.
Be resolved by the Township Council of the Township of Saddlebrook that an ordinance amending Chapter 159 of the Township Code of the Township of Saddlebrook does now pass on first reading and be further considered for final passage at a meeting to be held on the 10th day of August 2006 at 7 o'clock p.m. or soon thereafter as the matter can be reached at the Municipal Building, 93 Market Street, and that at such time and place all persons interested be given an opportunity to be heard concerning said ordinance according to law with the notice of its introduction and passage on first reading, and of a time and place when and where said ordinance will be further considered for final passage.
So moved.
Second.
Comments? Roll call, please.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mr. Sedekis?
Yes.
Mr. Rodriguez? Ms. Mazer? Mr. Kugler?
Yes. All items listed with an asterisk are considered routine and non-controversial for the Township Council and will be approved by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless the council members or members so request it, in which case the item or items will be removed to consent agenda and considered in those normal sequences on the agenda. The one motion signifies adoption of all resolutions, receive and file letters, correspondence, reports, and approval of all applications and minutes. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Comments? Roll call, please.
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
I approve everything except June 8th. I was not here.
That's going to be voted on separately.
Okay.
That's off the consent agenda as well as the bills. Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mr. Sedekis?
Yes.
Mr. Rodriguez?
Yes.
Ms. Mazer?
Yes.
Mr. Kugler?
Yes.
Now part of consent agenda are the June 8th, 2006 public meeting minutes.
Motion. Is there a motion, please? Second.
Second.
Comments? Roll call, please.
28.
Mr. Cook?
Abstain.
It's 28.
This is the June 8th. meeting.
Oh, June 8, okay.
Mr. Sedekis?
Yes.
Mr. Rodriguez?
Yes.
Ms. Mazer? Mr. Kugler?
Yes.
We have the June 29th special meeting minutes.
So moved.
Second. Roll call, please.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mr. Sedekis?
Same.
Mr. Rodriguez?
Yes.
Ms. Mazer? Mr. Kugler?
Yes.
And we have the bills as posted on the bulletin board.
So moved.
Second. Comments, please? Roll call.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mr. Sedekis?
Yes.
Mr. Rodriguez?
Yes.
Ms. Mazer?
Abstain.
Mr. Kugler?
Yes.
That completes.
Any council members wish to make any comments before we close the meeting?
Yes.
I thought you were in a hurry.
I would like to take this opportunity to thank Karen the Armenio for holding the fishing contest. It was a wonderful success, and not just that, but now the fireworks. I would like to extend my thanks to Interchange Bank for the donation and having this event, and they've been having this event every single year, and I believe that the whole family, not just the kids, but the adults, have a great time on July 3rd at the county park. And again, I want to thank the Interchange Bank as well as the DPW employees, police department, everybody that was actually the ambulance corps, and everybody that made that possible. Thank you, Mr. President.
Anyone else? I'd like to ask the engineer, please, if you can, to send us a synopsis before the next meeting on what transpired on Cambridge Avenue, so we're prepared for the next meeting.
Yeah.
All right, good. Okay, thank you.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion adjourned. Second. All those in favor, so much saying aye.
Aye.
I think there's a special meeting that Omar and you want to attend.
No, Omar has to attend. I'm not attending.
We're not going to go with you. Okay. All right, motion adjourned.